isn't that so nice? No, we're gonna
Absolutely perfect.
Thanks, Sin.
No problem.
I'm small, I'm light now. I'm actually, I'm backpackable.
Yeah, I've gained weight, so that's perfect. There you go.
Great, transference. We're gonna go faces on Sin. We're ready to go right now. OG, they're the same. And of course, you start with an OG draft. You think everything's gonna be normal. But I got a thing to break to everyone at home. That is not a support ES. That is a 3-position ES played by Seb, and Notel will move on to the Tree Protector. Just for a little bit of interesting spice because OG can never conform.
Not only that, exactly. We were talking about, oh, is it going to be a Seb Treant or is it going to be a Seb Shaker and a Jerax Treant? But they swapped it out completely, putting Notel on a hard 5 Treant. They think that this Grimstroke being positioned 4 can have a huge impact on the game. And a possible reason for that could be the Grimstroke Ags in this game being a really, really powerful Aghanims against Terrorblade. Creating that illusion when he's used Metamorphosis, it can deal serious damage. And something we've seen out of OG in this tournament so far is they're really good at doing quirky mechanical stuff, like having these weird, creative new ideas where you use new stuff that's in the game. The IO Aghanims is new, the Grimstroke Aghanims is new, so I could definitely see that being the line of thought for them here. EG side, though, I love what Gunnar said. Keep an eye on me. That is where stuff is going to be happening.
Topson's already starting up. Just in case you didn't know, EG, look into my eyes. What do you see?
Well, they plant the flags. But it didn't scare OG or EG away from getting 2 runes at least. So I guess they planted the flags on one side only.
I was actually waiting for them to do what they did in the first series. We actually got cast on this main stage. It's like, oh, this would be fantastic. OG, that game was done. But they started off with like 4 flags, all planted around 1 bounty rune. But let's have a check of our lane. So as we had now a quick 1 minute, Topson Invoker, he's going the course to begin with. We'll see how he transitions. The battle against Sumail, it gives us an aggressive lane up on the top. Anna and Notel, they've been dual laning together for absolutely ever, but EG, they bring 3. If the first 2 doesn't succeed, you bring everybody. Pushing Anna back under the tower with a Metamorphosis damage.
This guy has no chill.
You want to send a message, that's a good way to do it if you're EG.
And this is one of the biggest benefits of Enchantress as a hero, is that you can leave her alone in the start against this lane. I don't see them killing her down here with Seb and Jerax, but at the same time, Jerax can't leave because Seb will lose the lane. So EG, with the right read on how to get the lanes to begin with, could get them off to a very nice start here.
And with the sentry ward down, yep. How does Jerax come in close? He's going to have to work with him. Anna being initiated on once again. That's easy. Still got a little bit more time to get that range damage in, but now lose attention to Notel. Consumables are going to be the order of the day for OG, while in mid, Topson, he's so low. Battling against the metal, the cold snap will push him back.
They have rotated Jerax top, but what this will do now is that S4 will have almost a full level advantage against Seb bottom early on, or at least a decent one. And once Enchantress gets level 6, this lane is not inhabitable for Earthshaker anymore. So OG, this top lane, when you rotate like this, you have to win it, or you need to at least ensure that Anna feels somewhat happy up here.
Yeah. Actually getting some CS would be a nice way to move forward. I'm loving Topson and Sumail. Just like Topson literally requesting, Sumail, come and fight me. I'm not even getting us out. There's not even one coming out. Sumail able to hit these back-to-back stuns, missing uphill 2 times. Topson, you get back under the tower.
This guy has no chill.
Underneath the tier 1 salute.
I was going to say Gabriel, but they're the same person, so.
Everyone's ice rock in their hearts.
This is a huge start for EG, honestly. Good cold snap from Topson will at least stop half of the regen rune. Wants to high-five with Sumail. Sumail will high-five him, so at least there's some friendship in the mid lane.
Sumail will bring his bottle in.
Never mind, no friendship.
Here comes the ES, roll in from Crit. The kick, a little bit off target at Topson. Right, just sends them up in the air for a quick moment.
So Sumail is winning mid for sure. Enchantress S4 is winning bottom for sure. And this top lane is currently RTZ far ahead because of that first blood advantage as well. So fair to say right now that EG are ahead in all 3 lanes. And no help is going to be from OG. They're trying to get in on fly. Lovely new cosmetic. I love this new aura.
What is this? It's just like, I got a bubble. I got a frost bubble.
When you skill up Arcane Aura, every time it levels up, all of your allies have like an animation for a short time.
Oh, rolling boulder in from Crit. Well off the target. As OG trying to get a little bit of space. Notel just stunning up Crit for the moment. Good protection.
So the roll misses, but Arteezy is the one having the best time regardless. Even if these spells miss a little bit. OG seem unable to make their own aggressive moves, and Arteezy is just denying creep after creep. PA, what's her CS right now? 15 for free. It's actually pretty good from Ana so far in this lane.
I'm loving watching this mid lane. I can't even take my eyes off it. I should be looking at the top lane because there's a tri lane up there, but Tops is just living on either a prayer or quarter HP. Maybe both. He just refuses to move back out of this lane or bring us out. He keeps getting clipped.
Oh,
an illusion written for him, but Crit going to rolling boulder in. Topson side sets quickly. Space to be created. He's got calls up for Tornado. He's looking at Surveil, but the
This guy has no chill, man.
reach Topson on Cloud9.
And this is how this mid lane is going to be. SumaiL and Topson will be trading non-stop. INVOKER wants to trade so he can make use of the Quas orbs, and SumaiL wants to trade because he can kill with an ally. And that's the second kill here in mid now. SumaiL off to a really hot start.
You know, I thought that before, and then Topson's Monkey King kicked in. So,
It's a bit different.
It's definitely a different style of game. There was definitely an Io and Magnus in that series as well. But I also just kind of want to think about another lane. Number one in the CS right now is actually Seb. He's been running this bottle on the bottom lane. He's going to try and control both the 5-minute bounty routes. S4 does not want to let that happen. So Seb will back off, and you see Crit already rotating over. And S4, it looks like he wants to try and contest.
Oh, okay. Seb didn't want to fight Crit. So that's 3 runs for EG here, just respecting the rotation out of Crit. Saw him on that observer ward in the bottom area that Crit was coming. So his TP at least secures that rune. And now I'm really curious what Seb's going to do here. It's actually the thing I'm most curious about in the game now, because from my experience, this lane will be completely unplayable for Shaker once Enchantress is level 6. The only thing he can really do is take creeps with Fissure. Every time you try to melee a creep with Enchant Totem, you will take 2 or 3 impetuses your way, and it's just not feasible in the long run. So what is he going to do? He's pulling the wave for now a little bit.
Rolling corner in. The blade is up for SumaiL. It's the first 5 record mana. The call step. He's still just got enough to get into Topson with the living armor. It has arrived, and Topson will survive the first Lacuna of this game.
It's very unusual that you see a Trant not still living.
Fly, he's back again. He may have survived Lacuna, but can he survive everything else? Jirax will arrive. It's a good stroke into the stun. Now Crit's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Nice turnaround for OG. Took 6 minutes, but now they're on the board, off the mark. One creep.
And No-Tail, he's ready to fight Fly on the rune, but No-Tail doesn't have Leech Seed. He's 1-0-2 build, extremely defensive Treant build. Not getting even that one skill point to help in the lane, but focusing on how much can I help the other lanes with that living armor.
Do you actually think the living armor build-up is also... rolling boulder down towards the bottom lane. Jirax under attack, like... Treant between S4 as well as Crypt. But we saw OG when they played the Treant before. They're always looking to repair their towers. How does Arteezy actually take these towers if you level up living armor very early on? How hard do you have to commit as a Terrorblade to actually bring down the tower?
That's actually part of the brilliance in this Terrorblade pick, because first, the obvious thing is that it's good against the PA, right? You have high armor, so you're good against these hard-hitting physical attacks, but the second part, Terrorblade is a really good hero at forcing down towers from half level to 0. So he can deal with it if they group up and make a team move. It's one of the best heroes against Treant Protector in this early stage of the game as a carry. You can't really ask for anything better than that.
Yeah.
Because
they will still lose that tier 1 tower on bottom lane.
Fly is going to plant some enemy in mid. Okay. Sorry, I don't know those characters, so I can't tell you what they are. But there's probably some deep meaning to this. Jirax.
He's going to
running into Fly. Okay, see ya. They're both backing off. Nothing
to be had here, apart from Jirax potentially killing the courier on the way back. But with the tier 1 tower dropping, S4 was just able to force the issue. No-Tail's watching Arteezy rotate over, but he's burned a large portion of his metamorphosis.
That's such an early Midas for S4. He's going to be rich this game. 730 Midas with Boots and Basilius. It's really, really good times for S4. And you look at the CS chart, all top 3 sitting on that EG side, and the Shaker who was doing well in the start, I think quite a bit of his CS is probably jungle creeps, and now this bottom lane is going to be able to farm here. Well, S4 is moving, so for now he is.
EMP Tornado just pushing SumaiL back a little bit further.
Absolutely perfect!
but Ana is still doing well. And this top lane, we know how important it is for OG to give Ana a good game, and his game looks solid right now. He's sitting on 50 CS, minute 8, same as the Terrorblade. They're both level 6. So both of these heroes are having a good game and are happy.
The only downside for Ana is he doesn't have like that empower buff up he's used to, so he's having to build into the Battle Fury on the Phantom Assassin just to still keep finding that farm rate. JerAx is hoping for something on bottom lane. Seb's got a lot of damage to work with. Now completing up the phase boots. Potentially able to run down some of these heroes, and JerAx just needs to start them off. So there's the X-Well. Okay, that's maybe not exactly the way he planned to do that. That was not the right target. And now Seb's kind of trapped behind the tree line. Sprit's wondering if he can get some help. But Seb, now he's going to find him. Starts with a totem, follows up with a fissure. Echo slams just for good measure. And Crypt takes a lot of it. Raindrops help out with that, but they'll still take the kill. That was a lot harder than it needed to be for OG.
Yep.
Dire's
and they don't get any structural damage in here, it looks like. They're not going to the tower, but it's a kill. It all helps. Gotta find what you can as OG right now, as your playmaking potential, as was talked about by the panel, is mainly coming from Topson, but since he lost his lane by a bit, the tempo is not that high. So at least you can use Grimstroke with Shaker. And, well, they're still hitting the tower. I reckon EG wants to defend this somewhat.
It feels like they should, but they're going to finish the tier 1 and then TP down?
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Actually, yeah, you can't. This damage is taking forever without the creep wave, so maybe they're okay with it. They're wasting time with no tail. He actually came underneath the observer ward under the bottom rune. So Flyer was just waiting for the attack to come in from Topson.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Topson's going to walk through the same ward that No-Tail just did. EG know exactly what Topson is up to.
Radiant's bottom
and with him starting to play between mid and bottom, they're absolutely not defending this tower now.
They've worked it out.
It takes them so long, but, you know, slow and steady, eventually you'll get it. If nobody comes down here, JerAx has been pushing this tower for like a full minute. And now the siege creep is going to come and help him finish it off the last 5%.
Is under attack.
You actually think you get more levels out of this too by being in the lane. S4's attacking into the tier 1 tower mid. It's the last remaining tier 1 tower for OG. They're really having trouble controlling their map area, but normally OG sacrifice heroes in the early game. It seems the tier 1 tower is the next thing on the menu for OG. No-Tail can't come close, he's in range of the sentry, S4, doing a good job not to reveal the fact that he can see him, not reacting in any way, but now the creeps move towards him. No-Tail realizes they can see me. In fact, not 1, not 2, but 3 sentry wards had to be planted in that mid lane just to see things.
But it's well worth it. They got the biggest tower of the game, and there was no fighting from OG because Treant is only level 5, so they didn't have the overgrowth, they didn't have the soulbind, both supports from OG. Sitting on those level 5s when EG's supports are level 6. That's such a huge difference in power. Seb, that was really good timing on the after.
Get the double Fisher stun out as well, but S4 enchants him up. Seb can't make it to the trees. Well, he was probably hoping he could TP away to safety. There's some clever juking, but it will not happen. And Fly gives the tip back to Seb. Seb, he seems to be the master of the memes on OG. Fly gets a little bit of a rebuttal. And actually, well, Fly, that was maybe a little short-lived. OG have come back. By me indeed.
He's dead. Is that an urn charge? It is. That's big. Keep an eye on Invoker's vessel charges in this game. It's the way they're going to kill the Enchantress. Until S4 has a counter item, that is the one way they can kill her outside of using the PA for the hardcore physical burst.
Because of his great start, he's actually going in for just the Dragonlance to begin with. I don't know if it's going to be the full Hurricane Pike, but they're looking for initiation. ES rolling forward, Topson, man, that movement speed. Haste Rune is up, 550 on the board. And S4 being watched by No-Tail. They know he's coming in from the side, so Topson knows how much he can get away with. Call snap SumaiL, trying to get his own stun. The silence is there, and not hitting every ability, meaning the back movement is possible. In fact, JerAx will die. No-Tail has the overthrow, but Fly starts letting it go. 2 heroes down for OG. This is not the clean Chris Dota we've expected and already seen from them this tournament.
I think the games that we saw on the main stage yesterday was also Newbie giving OG flat out their best picks. They gave them IO and Mag, and EG just come in with better preparation. And they know exactly how they want to approach this first game, and they're looking great so far. I find it funny how Ana and Arteezy are literally not getting involved in anything. They've been playing top both of them for pretty much 13 minutes straight, not moving across the map. Or actually not true. Arteezy might have been part of the push on one of the side, on one of the other lanes.
It's fight time. It's Blink reveal over on the EG. S4's also on the run. Seb, he's got Fisher up. S4, you're staying with your feet wet. No way to get away from the spray. And he's locked inside the pit. The double stop from SumaiL's. Maybe a little extra space. S4 back to Topson. Who's one trouble? Seb will blink over. Now he's trying to control on both Arteezy, SumaiL, and S4. Nothing happened. Done up, and Seb is gone. Overconfidence with a capital Seb.
That is the most ambitious TP of the main event, I think. He TP'd right next to LINA with Light Strike array ready.
Maybe he's like, oh,
that was a nice blink reveal.
He's going to be out of mana, right? Maybe there's a chance.
It's a good blink reveal, but at the same time, you would have loved to get a core kill. You got the two supports. You got the Maiden and the Shaker with your Echo Slam. You get a little bit bloodthirsty on Topson. He starts chasing. And Topson was kind of lucky to stay alive there, too. He almost died to S4, and you see the problem they have with this Enchantress. The only way... They were 4 heroes against Enchantress, and she was Fissure locked off, and it wasn't even close. Like, they were tempted to try for it. Not possible without the PA. The Vessel will change things, but it's not there just yet for Topson. He needs another 200 gold.
Same with the Battle Fury for Ana. Maybe he starts getting involved after this is able to arrive. The win probability is keeping it nice and close, 51-49. That's what we want to see. We've already had an amazing day of Dota 2. Let's keep the streak going late into the Shanghai night. The 15-minute bounty runes in 10 seconds.
Looks like a 2 for 2.
Yeah, it should be. EG will claim the north, OG will claim the south.
What have we here?
There it is.
This'll come in handy.
Radiant are scanning.
Up towards top. Crit won't have a crack at Ana. Arteezy doesn't have any damage or a stun. But is required to stop Ana. So back in time to a gold cooldown for a while from Crit.
Got any more Chad Wilf left?
It's kind of the issue when rolling boulder became your stun instead of just the kick.
Yeah.
Then they move it towards the mid lane. Rolling boulder once again. Over towards Topson. G-Rex at the end. Gonna put down the Ink Swamp, but Topson, the damage rate has been more than enough to kill. He turns for the EMP Tornado, but didn't dare kill burn mana, but that's it. Fly once again being very liberal with that freezing field.
They're immediately putting this lens to use. SumaiL's lens, or well, not immediately, but in that instance they are putting it to use, showcasing how good this item can be against a hero like INVOKER. Their reach is just exceptional. Earth Spirit can roll in from really far away, and the LINA can very easily follow up. Even though the Earth Spirit stun is only level 2, it's enough for SumaiL to
S4 stun. Here's your combination. Seb will get the first stun off, and maybe not the greatest of chaining against S4. Enchantress trying to find the damage. Put the quick silence up, and SumaiL's already arrived from a long way down. He's able to get the stun. There's no movement back from Seb.
I don't get it. Why didn't they just hit him?
Good question. Hey, maybe he's untouchable.
Just hit him.
So now it's EG being aggressive. Topson with the high ground, EMP Tornado. Gonna make
Radiant's
it difficult for
middle
Arteezy.
tower is under
Decides not to
attack.
dodge it, but he's got 21 chances.
I love that you say decides not to dodge it. There's so many clips of Arteezy man to dodging whatever, so you're just assuming he will never fail. He decides not to. There's no way he could have failed that, right?
Hey, I put Arteezy up on a pedestal for a cliff.
He is very rich, by the way. 10K net worth, 17 minutes in. It's generally a very dangerous proposition to give Terrorblade complete free farm, but I just think in this game OG barely had a choice with their draft. It's just very defensive, very slow, with both PA and Treant and Grimstroke. They need to have someone to play around. And since the other 2 lanes were EG favored, the tempo of the game is just completely being dictated by this EG side. Now, what I do want to say OG shouldn't do, stop going for this Enchantress. I think it's really hurting them. The kills, you have to accept S4 will be farmed this game. If you're not bringing your PA to this kill, it's too hard, and the cost-benefit doesn't favor you kind of ever unless
Radiant's
you see
top tower is
pretty much
under
the entire
attack.
enemy lineup somewhere else on the map. Because the counterplay is dangerous too, right? Imagine you kill the Ench, you used everything. And then, what if there's an Earth Spirit coming in, what if there's a LINA?
This is when you need, you need Stifling Dagger from range, you need Seb to be the controller, you need to create a little bit more space. And I'm actually liking this a little bit more from Seb. He's going in for the Aghanim Scepter, then he's going to build for the BKB, so he can be that nuisance that we know and love to be in the faces of EG, and give Ana that space to farm. He doesn't want to join it. This is the way OG always play. It's 4 attack, 1 farm.
Yeah.
And so far, he's now ahead of both S4 as well as Sumail. But he's still got a couple of thousand gold to catch up with before he's going to get in front of Arteezy. But Anna, he's going to move quick. He's going to farm quick.
Yeah, I don't think, I think if you just mathematically let these two heroes completely free farm from the start of the game and they buy whatever items they want, Terrorblade wins. He just has better farming potential. He can farm wave while farming jungle. His first ramp-up items are just faster. The PA has to build this whole battlefield before trouble is kicking in.
Notel walking in range of the sentry ward. That dire sentry will get quickly dewarded. They had another one further up, but Anna and Jirax on the bottom lane trying to push it, but Sumail's already moving down. Coming past his own shrine, TP support's on the way, so ES starts stop. Jirax gonna land out of stuff over on ES, but PA can't really do much.
Oh, this guy has no chill, man.
It's like it's coming from downtown. The hex threat help, EMP on air, Topson actually catching at the back of flying. He ruins up Anna, then lets it go. Hopefully to escape the rest there, of course there is. It's the Phantom Assassin. Not caught out the same way as the short film contest. Able to pull away to teammates, but she's got those. Then straight back to mid, straight back to the farm. The living armor to protect, building into this desolator.
Yeah, why didn't the PA just blink strike the vent?
Because
she
blinked
did it right
attack.
before.
Yeah.
Why didn't she have refresher though?
Cooled it.
30 seconds till bounties.
Why are you just not a better player?
30 seconds till bounty
Radiant's
runes. There's no
middle
vessel
tower is
charges, so
under
this
attack.
fight for OG, if they choose to run into the enemy team, will be hard. Oh, speaking of running into them, Thompson.
Yeah, Tornado's out. Fly gets sent up. Chris going to work with EG. They've started Roshan. That's what they want. Invoker, living armor's giving him some extra life. Deafening blast is a 3-man pushback. A quick Yule scepter up. Has on the rolling ball. No! He misses, but Sumail will not. Roshan, he's still ticking down. 3.5k, and OG are in no position to contest this.
Radiant's
And it
bottom
looks like they
tower
also
is
have
under
no
attack.
idea.
Notel was thinking about getting this bounty rune, but it would have
Roshan
gone to
has fallen
That's
to
going
the
to be
river.
Roche, as well as 2 runes. And what do they pay? They don't even pay a tower
This'll
bottom.
come in handy.
OG
Deb's trying.
falling further and further behind.
7,500 and increasing is the net worth advantage. The experience is shooting up as well.
And this is kind of, it's a bit reminiscent of one of Thompson's Invoker games, the TI9, where I think it was against LGD. They sat on him really hard in mid and just slowed down his tempo, because OG's strategy when they play this mid Invoker with Boss Wex is very momentum based. And you stifle that momentum, and so all of a sudden OG's lineup just feels so much
Radiant's
easier to
middle
deal with. In
tower
this
is
game, it's
under
the Earth
attack.
Spirit LINA getting these couple of kills on Topson. Now they just killed him again. No vessel charges, and it just Arteezy's having the time of his life. This is such a free game right now.
I love that.
Terrorblade, he has Butterfly. He
Yeah.
landed bottom in a 20.
Arteezy's looking damn good. I love how you bring up the Sumail point, because it was Sumail who used to be the one like, oh man, this kid's really, really good. What do we do? He's playing Storm Spirit with momentum base. Let's just kill him every single time. They're faced at EG, and now they're dishing it out against OG.
And now Arteezy feels confident to go and push towers. He knows he has the Aegis, so even if he gets
Dire's
Echo Slam,
bottom
there's
tower
that
is
second
under
life.
attack.
And we'll hit the tower.
Dire's
OG
structures
seem like they
are
want to try to
falling.
defend this one, though.
Oh.
Vesso is completed on Ana. This is his first peak.
Seb's doing the full wraparound. He wants the greatest clip-worthy Echo
Radiant's
Slam of all
courier has
time.
been
He'll take the
killed.
courier instead. That'll
Dire's
work.
bottom tower has fallen.
They lose the tier 2 tower in the meantime.
It gives away information, though.
Yeah.
It's EG, OG, or EG no OG are coming from behind.
Topson is looking to Sumail. He wants him in the trees. He's
Dire's
going to move up.
bottom tower
And now,
is under attack.
EMP Tornado. Sumail, they want to send in dry. A Yule Scepter, defensive. Nothing is burnt. And now they all turn around for the fight. And it's moving forward. They'll all find S4 as well as Arteezy together. Silence, letting it go. Flies, he's on the way. And in this fight.
Dire's
The rest
middle
of
tower
OG want
is
to get the
under
hell
attack.
out there. Now they've killed Crit. The Seb magnetizes on him. The Yule Scepter is up. Seven is down. Topson will be able to survive. He's waiting a little longer though before he'll use his TP away.
The MVP of that fight for me is Crit. He rolls on the Shaker. He keeps the Shaker as well as Invoker busy for a good, I don't know, 20 seconds before he finally dies. And it makes this fight so easy for EG. We're going to get a replay of that. I think we saw the rolling boulder, but then the fight was happening on the top side. It's
Dire's
just
bottom tower is under
excellent
attack.
play.
Topson's clearing the creep wave. He
Radiant's middle
understands
tower
they can't
is
push
under
up high
attack.
ground. The illusion is actually giving the tower health with the regeneration up. It's all backdoor protection.
But EG lost nothing there. They didn't even use meta. They didn't have it. So next tower, it's already being circled by Fly. We're gonna see it now. So Topson catches Sumail, good defensive use, but this roll, the Earth Spirit is going to stay down here forever. Okay, it might not be on the replay either because we see the fight up top, but you can imagine for yourself what's happening off screen. If you look at the minimap, there's an Earth Spirit just there, forcing Echo, keeping two heroes at bay forever, and Ana just still feels like he can't really fight. He goes in and just gets blown up by spells.
It didn't help that he ended up jumping like into Lagoon. Like there's no BKB to protect him, and he jumped right on top of the Crystal Main to try and stop the freezing field, so the rest of the team can move, fight. But we'll have in this own debate as well. It's like, can the Crystal Maiden actually die? We were asking this during the drafting phase. Like, is this just going to be a massive problem?
Historically, PA has just murdered many a Crystal Maiden over the course of Dota games, but nowadays, Maiden has a health talent, she buys bracers. Look at Maiden's health right now. Sure, it's only 5 armor, but she has 1430 health with just 1 bracer and a wand, and this talent can buy a Ghost Scepter maybe, can buy another bracer, just tank up, and you will not be one-shot jumped by this PA. You get a chance to hold your ground, and if you get your ulti off, all this defensive armor is gonna, be super helpful.
Double damage room bottled up, ready for this right moment. The living armor won't protect us much longer. What do they do?
It goes fast.
Yeah, it's gone, man. It's gone.
Do you want to defend?
Maybe.
Radiant's bottom
Easy again decides not to dodge the EMP. And Stephanie jumped in. He has the Aghanim system up without them. Take that melee rack. Take the range one as well. What's PA got in return? The bottom tower? That's not enough. They need more. But EG first ones to claim racks against OG, and they do it in under 25 minutes.
This game has been very one-sided so far. I wonder if OG can find a way back. We've seen them come back from ridiculous situations many times before, but it's definitely...
It's a PA crit that I never want to say is not going to work. Like, what happens once Phantom Assassin gets buffed up? What happens when you start giving her Alacrity with a BKB, putting her into the fight? Can EG then, like, hold through that blast? Topson, what are you doing?
This is an item that'll help. Enchantress picks up the Solar Crest, so whoever the PA jumps on, S4 will defensively solar, or of course he can offensively solar as well if they're going for kills, but this item is so good when you have Terrorblade in your team. Giving him that massive burst of attack speed, he's a monster in this game. Just flat out insane farm.
OG is still prepping for the fight.
Yeah, it feels like they need to wait for the BKB of Ana, and then they can try to make a move with a smoke, try to find a way to get a fight inside the vision where they can get an overgrowth. You need to overgrowth this Terrorblade, but he has both Manta and BKB, so he has 2 breaks now instead of only the 1 of Manta. It's a tall order, and probably the lowest impact we've seen from No-Tail in any game at this tournament. It's hard. Like, options don't exist.
He's going to be a full-on cannon with an MKB. You got to see that Lotus Orb actually arrive from Jirax. He does have the Ether Lens, so at least he'll have that cast range. Topson, 400-ish gold away from having his Aghanim Scepter build up. All of this is slowly going to arrive.
It's going to help. It's definitely going to help to get this Axe. He has some good solutions for Terrorblade illusions. He has Tornado, the Deafening Blast, EMP, Ice Wall.
They're pinging out Seb. It's like, what is this guy doing down here? The creep wave's coming to a tier 3 tower. How crazy is the ES? Crazy enough that you're happy to bring Sumail back, but he can BT back to the front lines.
Yep. Well, hopefully not the front lines.
Yeah.
Not where LINA wants to go. Took the damage talent on LINA as well, on level 15, the Light Strike array damage, so it doesn't feel threatened enough to take all the health. It's a pretty good pickup to get health against a hero like PA, though. You're naturally not too high armor. And I think earlier today we saw Moon when he was playing the LINA. I think he took the health talent in that game. I believe. Maybe.
I'll say yes.
Different approaches to the same problem. Aghanim's
done.
Yeah. The problem for Ana now is you're like, finally I have my BKB, but the counter item's already ready. There's the Aghanims on LINA, and there's the Terrorblade MKB. So this upcoming fight...
Oh, Seb's dead. Seb is totally dead. He's just walking right into the middle of EG. Moved up, looking to attack. The Haze Screen is out. He can't have enough life. With the jump out the hill, he can't make it. So So Seb is down. Anna was hiding himself on the bottom lane, so it was Seb who was walking away. Both were there together, hoping someone from EG, just one person like LINA, would come out to try and fight. But they have no creep waves, they're pushing in. They're going to fight with the Alpha. Does EG actually have enough? No. You have protection on multiple front split, as well as 7 charges of living armor. They'll burn through it, and now use the power of EG. The tower is gone. Femi asked, like, wait, can this guy actually keep up with the current pace of this meta of Dota? You see that type of push? Yeah, he can do it.
He's got the tower, but he can't back up the melee racks. It's too much regen, too tanky.
Dire's
He's going to take
bottom
the tier 3,
shrine
he's
is
going to take
under
the shrine,
attack.
he's going to keep cutting the mid wave. Good job from Topson to make sure the mid wave was pushed out. If he didn't
Dire's
manage that,
bottom
they could have
shrine
lost
has
Rex in this
fallen.
instance. And OG, it's
Radiant
desperation time, they
are
need to fight. The metamorphosis is running out.
Anna walked underneath the Observer and Sentry, comes right up towards RTZ. Topson finds his own target. It's S4. Send him up. The missed timing though. Send him instantly targeting. Suddenly he goes for the thought. Anna, Lisa is over. Anna can't attack it. One more attack will do it. Anna's able to get down and then jump over for a double kill. Into flight. Rolling ball rip.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Staying just out of the range of the stun. No tell wants to help out. Arteezy just diving in. Anna, at least he can get a grip. But
Dire's
Arteezy,
bottom
remember when he
barracks are
came
under
here for a
attack.
while ago? It was to take the lane of Rax, and they've got the
Dire's
damage
bottom
output.
barracks
They've got
is
the
fallen.
creep wave, and OG have no defense. Maybe they can kill off Sumail if he comes up high ground, but the rest of EG are moving towards the mid. They want to fight Anna. He blinks out with Sumail.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But you won't bounce bomb this time around, OG. EG on the team 4 towers. Maybe this is a little bit too deep, but there's only 2 players up front.
Dire's
Defensive.
middle
Here
tower
comes your
is
meat
under
ball
attack.
down, but he's got nothing more. In the face, they're all Here when it
Dire's middle
on the
tower
main
is under
stage.
attack. Evil geniuses. Victory.
That kid, right? Sumail, not a kid, he's a man. He trashed that mid lane so hard, but these long range stuns, you